Okay, unlike when we mount a race ski where we have multiple components going together to try and, build the system, regular ski is a lot more simple in the respect that we only have to drill the ski once and apply the binding to the top of it. Normally we set the jig, again, to the length of the boot that we will be using, put the jig on the ski, and then drill the corresponding holes for that ski. After drilling it, we would take the jig off, knock out any extra material that does not come out of the hole when drilling, and then get ready to tap the ski. Tapping the ski, what it does is a lot of the skis now they have a metal top sheet. We want to tap the ski to cut the hole for the screw to go into in that metal top sheet rather than just trying to force the screw into the hole. So typically we just give them turn and a half, 2.5 turns, just enough to break that metal top sheet and add some threads for the screw to start into. Knock any residue out of the ski again. Add a little bit of glue to every hole, again, to lubricate the screw as it goes in and to make the screw stay solid, and of course it keeps water from getting into the ski, because obviously you don't want water inside your core of your ski. We just lay the plate down, lining up our screws over the holes. Shooting all the screws into the ski at a light setting to start. Then going back and hand tightening all the screws to the proper tension. In this particular case, we are installing a demo binding, so the toe is adjustable in length. So I'm actually screwing the toe onto the track. Our boot is a 300, so I line up that number to start. Again, the heel needs to be slid into place as well. And there's our starting point for mounting the binding. Okay, now that the binding has been mounted to the ski, we need to check the boot to binding interface and make sure everything is set up properly. I've already looked at the DIN chart to figure out the customer's specific DIN to their height, weight, age, skier type, and the length of the boot sole. Now we just basically set the boot in place, get an idea of where about it needs to go to start. Click it in, check the forward pressure. Adjust it, check it again. Many times it needs a second adjustment. You always want to take it out and in to make sure it's right. Again, our forward pressure is correct. My DIN is set to where I need to be, and now it's time to test it on the machine to make sure that the binding is working properly. Okay, so now we have our Wintersteiger Drivetronic binding tester, what it does is it makes sure that the binding releases at the proper value as specified on our binding chart. Big thing we do now is we have to enter the data for the customer for the specific information they provided us. The boot we're using is entered in millimeters. We then enter the customer's weight in pounds, their height, their skier type, their age as to whether they're under 50 or over 50 or under 10, that changes the setting, what kind of binding we're actually using, which is a marker here, what kind of heel it actually has, and it gives us a number to what we have to use to test the binding. So then we start testing. And again, that right there, we now see that the binding was supposed to be set at 8. This indicates that it tested fine, and our DIN is 8. So therefore we can go on to testing the other direction. So now we test the other direction. Binding exactly within the range it's specified, so we continue onward. Now we check how it releases forward out of the system. Exactly within the range again, so this binding tests out just fine.